What is the whole feminism?
What's the deal?
Movement?
It's your
so,
boy
come
Trey
on.
Donovan.
Feminism is the
Checking in with you,
biggest
ladies
joke
and
in the entire
gentlemen.
world. Nothing. First
We got
off,
Candace Owens
nothing
spitting some
that feminism
truth.
aspires to today, modern feminism, makes women happy.
In
I don't
the
even
black
understand it anymore. Like
community, or
a guy
whatever
opens a
you would
door
call
and you're
the
like,
black
oh, yeah, why are you
community.
holding a door for me? I can do it
So
myself.
that's what it is. Like, what's the
Is
definition
not
of like
too
feminism?
kind or
Today,
fond of
today.
it's a shifting
Candace
definition. There's been
Owens,
different
but
waves of feminism.
she's needed.
But today, they pretend it's about equality with
She's
men. It's
definitely
not. They
needed.
actually hate men. And usually the people that are at the forefront of the feminist movement
Yeah,
are
the basis
people
of equality.
that hate men. I mean, like you've got Lena Dunham, like, who just rants and raves about how men are awful and terrible all the time, who is,
I have no idea.
to me, the
I don't know who that
mascot of the
is.
fourth wave feminism. It's like, if you don't like my body for being 3,000 pounds, it's because of the patriarchy. No, it's because nobody likes that. That's disgusting. It's unhealthy, and nobody should want to date that. Like, women, I don't want to look at it. Men don't want to look at it, and I'm straight. Like, so it's a cop-out. It means I don't want to get
Going
healthy,
in.
but instead of me going to the
That's
gym,
facts.
I'm going to say that the men, the patriarchy, created this idea that people should be
She's
healthy and
cooking
take care
right
of
now.
themselves. It drives me insane. I absolutely cannot
cooking.
stand it.
What about women that always say like women don't get paid as much as men?
Yeah.
I always hear that. How do you respond to that?
It drives me insane. It drives me
Is that
insane.
a fact?
But that's true, no?
It is not true when they do the same jobs as men. I'm sorry you want to work at Vogue and pick out pretty bags for a photo shoot, but you don't get paid as much as an engineer.
You're going in.
Men and women have different interests. We are biologically different. When I was in school, every single girl that I was friends with was majoring in either comms or TMD
locked and
fashion,
loaded.
right? The truth is that if you go into a career and you want to be a buyer for Macy's, and men
Fair
are,
use, by the
you know,
way.
taking business classes and want to go be CEOs of hedge funds, they're gonna make more money. We have different interests, and there's nothing wrong with that, by the way. Like, men and women are not the same. We are biologically different. We have biological predispositions. The idea that women should want to climb the top of a ladder and, you know, go into corporate America and be there forever. Women want to have kids, right? So there's another reason that they're not making as much money as men, is because a lot of women want to stay home with their children, which is an admirable goal, which feminism tries to wipe away. Like, oh, if you want to stay at home,
I'ma show
something
you
that women
what-
say to me
what
all the
third-wave
time. Why don't you
feminism
make
is
your
at
husband a
right now,
sandwich?
too.
Okay. Is he hungry? Does he want a sandwich? Like, did he say something? I make my
Let's
husband
go.
food. The last 4 nights, I've made my husband dinner. Like, I don't understand this weird like, they're trying to shame women for taking care of their families. Like, that is another element of feminism that I cannot stand. It's an attack on family and these things that work. It works. Men are biologically unable to have children. So the aspiration to climb a ladder forever, to wake up every single day and not have to worry about being pregnant for 9 months, I mean, that makes sense. We're
He's
different
winning.
creatures, you know?
I think that's like a troll, though. No, it's like all you're good for is like, yo, make me something to eat.
No, that whole concept
Okay,
came from rabid
Candace.
feminists. Like, there was something wrong with being in the kitchen, right?
Oh, okay.
And this was sort of this push of women get out of the home and go to work, which has made so many women miserable. So many women miserable. And most of them, when it's too late, because they feel this pressure
are still
now,
in
like,
denial.
oh, if I don't aspire to anything other than like family, then I'm gonna somehow be a failure.
It's
And so
all
they take
about
on these
family.
jobs that a lot of them take on jobs that, you know, they know is not
Or
gonna
if I have any eye
result in some
boogers.
budding career. Like, it's usually in fashion or textiles or something like that. When in reality, women want to be married, happily married. It's an admirable goal.
Yeah. A sandwich sounds pretty good, though.
Do y'all?
Yeah.
You know?
I mean,
I
if my husband
can't
ever
tell.
wanted a sandwich, I'd make it for him.
You're worried about raising your
She's
boy with how
married.
controversial you are and all this stuff,
You're
like
not
raising
trying
him
to
in the
be out in
climate
these
you're creating
streets.
here.
No, I mean, worried in what way?
Because y'all some
Worried
road
meaning like you're
runners.
bringing him into a world where you're a figure that's talked about
Y'all some
nonstop,
road
and he's going to be
runners.
hit early probably as a young kid with dealing with the stuff that you kind of created, and kind of he's just born into that world where you got to get what I'm saying here. or No.
I think that's a good question.
It's a good
Thanks,
question.
Aaron.
Yeah, I mean,
Sorry,
no.
got
The
the
answer is no. I don't think unless you want your kids to be like, I'm not raising my child in the public eye. I don't post pictures of my family like on the internet So
See?
I think he'll be separate
That's
from that. My
smart.
child's not allowed to have technology.
very
If he wants an
tactical.
iPhone, he can
That's
have it
how
when he's
I'ma
30
be.
and out of the house. You know what I mean? Like,
That's how my
yeah,
family's gonna
30 and out of
move.
the house.
Really?
Yeah.
She's
How are you gonna like know where he goes and shit?
I'm being hyperbolic. He'll
calculated,
probably
very
get it when he's
methodical.
off to college or something. I'm very against technology. I think it's ruining
I'm not
children. When you
against
look at these
technology,
girls
but
and
there has
they're
to
getting their
be
lips and their butts done and they're like 12.
moderation.
Gosh.
If they're 18, it's okay though, right?
I had no. Are you
Technology
crazy?
can be used with
say?
moderation.
He said for
There has to be
18, it's
some
cool.
kind
It's
of
cool. It's cool. Yeah. No.
You like
You
butt
bought a chick
injections?
new, you bought a chick new
You
lips
like
yet?
butt
No, I have not.
injections?
No, I'm not really into that. I like
What about some lips?
I like all
Use.
natural. I tell make the girls
Especially
debate
the
whether
kids
they're
with
Right?
Art.
They look so much
That's
prettier.
natural.
They look
Candace,
so much
he's
prettier.
full of shit.
It's not
No.
true at all.
He is
No.
the best.
I'll see who
all
you
that.
follow on
Access to
Instagram. You
information
are
so
probably
quick.
full of it.
I'm not at all.
Yeah.
No, not at all. I
Information
just
is
literally
harmful
like
to
a girl that's
children.
all natural.
They just
it
look
actually
better.
turns me off, to be honest. Like fake tits and,
And like
all
the
that stuff.
lips are the worst. The white girls and the lips, that has to stop.
Damn, she
It has
went
to
That's
stop.
like
there.
really popular right now.
They look like they got beat up.
He went
Like they,
evil.
like then it deflates.
If it's
kinda,
overdone, it looks terrible. Yeah.
And then it like
You went
deflates a little
evil.
bit, and then like one side's higher than
went
the other, and I'm like,
Grinch
why did you do this to yourself? Why did you beat yourself up? I don't understand it.
You've never got any work done? You're all
No work,
all
no
natural.
work, all natural. I will not get.
Grinch
Yeah, I don't. I
mode.
mean, I never say never. Like maybe when after I've had like 4 kids, and but I'm not touching my face. I have a weird like thing about touching my face, and I'm just like, I'm not touching my face. I don't think it ever. I mean, sometimes actually, if you have a really bad nose, girls get the nose
Yeah.
job. It looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take
Like
that
Kyle,
back.
he loves fake racks and stuff. So
I do?
yeah.
You probably offer to buy girls fake asses and shit.
Yeah,
I've never done that.
probably
Like hang
do.
Why do
around
you
with
think
me and
that?
Steve,
No.
you'll get a
I don't
fake
see
ass.
why people
No.
don't like
Yeah,
her.
never done that.
When you date AOC, are you gonna tell her to get
She's
it?
not popular
Would you?
opinion in regards
I mean,
to
she
the
might need it.
If it's your,
black
if it's what,
community.
if it's what you're
or
into,
whatever the
you can
fuck.
ask, right?
Yeah.
Whatever, it doesn't hurt
Yeah.
if she's your boo.
Most folks in the black community ain't even
But yeah,
black.
I agree. I think
Most
girls look
people
more
that
beautiful
are
covered
considered
up.
leaders
I think
of the
girls
black
look more
community
beautiful
aren't
with their
even
natural faces.
technically
I don't
aren't
understand this new trend, and it's alarming to me
Black
how young the
Americans.
girls are doing
Most
it.
of the
Younger and
niggas
younger and
from the
younger.
islands.
When I was that age, I had braces. Like I was playing outside. Like I was a tomboy. I was
They
choreographing
just adhere
dances.
to what
You know, I just
black
don't understand
culture
why these girls are
supposedly
like this now. Because I
represents.
do understand. It's because of Instagram.
And a lot of the
I'll agree with you
rhetoric
there.
behind
It's
it
fucked
is
up.
Yeah.
damn
Every
bad
girl
to
wanted
the
to be
black
Kylie
community
Jenner for
progressive.
like-
Yeah, she started a
I would
whole
agree.
new trend, and in reality, the idea
Like
that her
gang
mother
culture,
let her
that
do
ain't
that to
even-
her face
that
and
ain't
her
started with
body when
black
she was
people. That
17
actually
years
started
old,
with
it should have been a
Italians.
crime.
Yeah.
Like
She looks a lot better now, though. I
She looks
like
good,
them
but
before.
I
I
don't know
guess
what she
we
was gonna look
adopted
like. She was a
gang
kid.
culture.
True, true.
Think about what you looked like at 17
In
years old.
mainstream media.
She didn't get
when
to
you
grow
think of
up.
gang
I mean,
members,
I
you
had
think of
baby fat. I do like pictures of me at
black
17. I'm like, I
people.
look like an entirely different person. I feel like my face started to mature when I was 23,
Have you gotten
24.
Botox or no?
Nothing.
Cap.
Nothing. I've
Really?
never
I
gotten
guess
an
we
injection
just
ever in my
embody
face. Ever.
America's-
Anywhere in my body. I shouldn't say my face.
A
I've
lot
never
of this
gotten an
has to
injection
do
of
with
anything in my face.
Yeah, like you're
Insecurity.
flawless.
I think
Thank you very
a lot
much.
of
Flawless.
black
Thank
people
you.
are
I think Kylie's
insecure.
a
Wait,
little bad, though.
Can we pull up some bad ones that went bad?
Gravitate
But I'm
to a
black.
lot of negative
Yeah.
shit.
Look
Bad,
how
though.
young she
We
was.
won't admit it though.
Look, I mean, you don't even think about. She's got bangs like this. She's a kid. You know what I mean?
Candace
Like,
Owens be saying
Yeah,
some
yeah,
healthy
yeah,
stuff.
no, I
I
know.
think she was 15 in that picture
Yeah,
on the
Mr.
left.
Natural Beauty over there.
So she probably had time to
It's
develop.
refreshing
Yeah,
to see.
her,
someone
even her
like this.
haircut
I don't
would have
really
changed her.
follow
You know what I
her
mean?
or
I
know a lot about
understand what
her,
she did because
but
this was what was happening all the time because
I
her
don't get why-
sister was in the
why people
spotlight,
don't like her,
and
why
people
she-
kept comparing her, not
Whatever
realizing
this
she's 15.
black
She's a
card
kid,
thing is, I
maybe
don't see
15 years
why
old. Look at what she's
folks
wearing. She
took
wouldn't even
her
wear this.
black-
Look at pictures of what I
her
wore when I was
black
15. I'm
card.
like, ew, what
If
was
that
this
shit even has any
disgusting
value
look?
to it.
Or the way I was doing my
Anything, I
makeup.
think
But
it
you know,
just
it's
gets you
just
killed in the
you're a
long
kid.
run. If
You have time to
you have a black
develop. You
card with
grow up.
money,
When you hit your 20s, you start. I still feel like I didn't
what it
really
looks like.
figure out. I feel like until I was 26, really, is kind of where I was like, oh, okay, actually, that outfit looks really bad. Like, you know, we were all wearing like weird American apparel, Hervé Leger, thinking we looked cute. It's just, she was a kid.
This is kind of like Hollywood now, right?
This is Hollywood, though. They want you to
You
look
don't like
like
Hollywood,
you're,
right?
No, I hate it.
Why?
They want you to look like you're 25 when you're 15, and people feed into it. So she was just tremendously insecure because she had cameras around her house as she was going through her awkward phase. And girls go through a really bad awkward phase. Guys have it a little better. And so she changed her whole face and her whole body. I don't know what she would have looked like. I really don't.
One of my favorite feuds that you had was with Harry Styles. Is that still talked about?
I feel like Harry Styles and I would actually be friends. I think he's cheeky and
I have
funny.
to tell you because you threw shade at him, which I
didn't,
He has
though.
no drip. I'll give you that. But girls love that guy.
No, I think he's very talented. But personally, for me, I could not. Like, a man in a dress is just not attractive to me. Don't care. There's no way to make it trendy to me at all. Men should be men. Men should dress like men. It's just not my thing. But we're kind of getting into a society where, like, things are getting weird.
With the TikTok
I think
and
they're just
stuff.
trying to be talked about when they do that.
That was my point.
I mean, that's what I think.
It
Like,
100% is why they're doing it. Why are you on the
and
cover
honestly,
of
girls love
Vogue?
it. So when he posts in a
Yeah.
photo of a
I
dress
don't
and
get
all the
how
girls love
love
it.
that
They
guy.
don't.
They love that
They
guy.
do
I
not.
know
They love
do.
him because he's talented. He's talented and he sings and he's got the rock star thing going on.
Sure.
So Harry Styles being an exception. Women do not like men that wear dresses. Even if they were dating Harry Styles, they wouldn't want him wearing a dress.
Yeah.
They'd be like, why are you wearing a ball gown today? Where are we going? We're going to Starbucks. I'm going to put on a ball gown. No woman likes that. Do not believe women like that. What people like online is to pretend that they're woke and like, oh my God, this is amazing. Gender's a construct. Oh my
Politically
God,
correct.
this is amazing. Like, I worship. Oh my God. Like,
Politically
that's
correct.
online culture. It's not real life. There is
Everybody-
no woman
especially
who wants her
women
man
try to
wearing
be
a ball gown.
PC.
It just isn't. She doesn't exist.
Well, there you have it. Let's get into this intro and then we'll dissect this a little more. And then I'll kind of reiterate her claim of where third wave feminism is pretty much heading and how it's going to affect social relationships, the social dynamic within relationships, in family structure, honestly, and how masculinity and femininity are going to be closely intertwined on the spectrum the way this this is heading. But let's get into this intro.
Trey Hydell.
What's the deal? Once again, it's your boy Trey HD, aka Trey Donovan, or just Trey. I don't really care. Just hit the subscribe button. So, what do you think about that? Candace Owens had a pretty good interview. I think she hit some pretty good points. And as a woman, because from what I observe, women only talk to women. Women only listen to women. They ain't really got too much time to listen to men unless they want something from a man. Then they're all ears. I don't know if you guys ever seen the movie Clueless. It's a movie that came out in the 90s starring Alicia Silverstone. But to me, this is where it looks like women are heading as far as the materialism and how much they're relying on their parents. Because when women fuck up in life, they just go back to their parents' house. And men can't really do that. Y'all get all kinds of pushback it's not gonna happen. I'll be out on the streets most likely if I were to mess up. So, and that's the sad reality of a man. Unless a man has a really close relationship with his mama and he has a really good support system from his mother. And grandmas be looking out too, but for the most part, you're on your own. And you don't really have long-term help. It's usually short-term. Like, hey, there's a time clock on that motherfucker. But that's just the sad reality of being a man, having no support really. But there's back to Clueless. So there's this movie which pretty much demonstrates the epitome of this lifestyle, this third wave feminist rhetoric, and they be shitting on their boyfriends. And I'm gonna play it without the sound because I don't want to get the copyright, but this is it right here. It's with Stacey Dash, they also stripped her black card as well. There she go right there. They stripped her black card. And then Alicia Silverstone, when she was better looking. Hit that subscribe button. So yeah, it's these girls in the 90s who live with their parents in like Beverly Hills on the west side of LA, privileged, and they all went to private school. I think it's pretty accurate to how the school system was in LA on the west side back then. It's pretty accurate. Kids would commute in. You'd have those bad eggs, and then the kids who should be there, the privileged kids, but it's mostly for the most part privileged kids who don't know struggle and are extremely entitled. Oh, that's her with her Metro. This is when Metro and that was first getting kick-started with amongst men. You see, you got the fedora and the tight shirt on. This is when a lot of that progressive stuff was just getting started. That kind of look like a unit, but that's supposed to be high school. That look like college a little bit. That reminded me of college. There go Paul Rudd in his younger days. So yeah, that's Clueless. But those would pretty much be how the girls would wear like short skirts. That was kind of like the start of this whole promiscuous way where the girls have multiple boyfriends, multiple options in the dating industry, and they don't like one guy. They can just hop over to another that was showing them attention. This movie kind of is what kickstarted it in the 90s. From what I remember, anything before, I'm pretty sure there were movies before that. But to me, that was a very influential movie in the 90s that propelled it. But I think Candace Owens hit some really good points. I'm gonna show you guys some videos. Let me pull up some videos on this channel. It's called Modern Women Archives. It's nothing but the I guess you could say the byproduct of third wave feminism and how it's affected the dating market and long-term relationships as well. But this has been going on since Ronald Reagan established irreconcilable differences. He was a beta male. He was definitely beta male because I'm pretty sure his wife influenced that. But you see that a lot in American politics where Obama, his cabinet, he's highly influenced by women and pressured by women to put policies in place that were influenced by certain agendas. Sorry about that. If you could hear that on the back end. But let's look at some of these videos and it's relentless. Some of these women are relentless in their pursuit.
Hey, this one's for the single guys. I want your opinion on something. I want to hear your honest thoughts about dating a single mom. I'm asking because one of the guys I dated after my divorce said something, and those words have stuck with me. He told me, smart, man. You have 3 kids. No one. Hell no. And let me tell you, no matter how awesome you are, those words stick. But I want to know, what do you really think about that? Does stick with me. He told me, you have 3 kids. No one is going to want to take you on. And let me tell you, no matter how awesome
unfortunately.
You are, those words stick.
There's nothing. When you got 3 kids, you should have stayed in that. Unless
does their age matter? Younger, older? I mean, it's not like I can change that. We're kind of a package deal.
And I apologize, but politically speaking, you are damaged goods.
Why do men think it is flattering to women over 40 to act shocked when they find out how old we are? Listen, buddy, that does not make me feel youthful. That makes me feel like you're worried I'm gonna break a damn hip.
You don't look a day over 70, am I right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm really tired of?
And these women just look like they've been through the ringer. Third wave feminism.
From an 18-year marriage in my early 40s, I'm 50 now. And the few men that I've dated, they were so undecisive. And the games they fucking play, seriously, man, you're in your late 40s, almost 50, don't fuck around. Like,
men have nothing but time.
Don't play games. It's getting so fucking annoying. I'm so tired of this shit.
If you live life right, you should have nothing but time.
I would have expected it to be easier as I got older.
Like, that's just me looking at the wall.
That's facts. So those are some women who had hit the wall, who are obviously having complications in the dating market. And if you're an older woman, that just comes with the territory, because older women aren't supposed to be in the dating market. You're going against nature. So when you go against nature, it's going to be met with resistance. That's just how it goes. Go against Mother Nature. You need technology to go against Mother Nature. We create inventions to go against Mother Nature. So when you guys try to do this in the dating market, it's just a boob job's not enough. An ass implant's not enough. You're gonna need to come with something a little. You might need the Iron Man suit or something, because that kind of technology ain't gonna get you any kind of more credit in the dating market. You are what you are. If you're a single mother, it may get you in the sack with more men, but as far as a long-term relationship, the criteria are pretty much evident in the results. And some women slip through the cracks and get lucky through manipulation, like I said, doing those little cheat codes, like getting a boob job or some kind of body augmentation enhancement or facial reconstruction. Y'all know who y'all are. And some of y'all may take this the wrong way. I mean, some of y'all put on a face every day. Some of y'all put on a different face every day, like literally.
So I just have a question for the ladies. Where did you find your long-term boyfriend or husband? Because I am genuinely out of options at this point.
They found them through self-improvement, self-reflection. The issue's intrinsic, and a lot of these women are asking the wrong forums, because a lot of these girls ain't gonna tell you, where they're too busy looking within and working on themselves and working on their relationships to be out on the internet giving you advice. That's the point. Your focus is in the wrong place. Women honestly can't handle social media. Most women. There's probably a select few that can. I haven't met one yet, but
I'm definitely open to ideas and suggestions, because what I've been doing.
I'm not saying women aren't great and wonderful creatures,
Tinder,
but
I don't like anybody on Tinder.
They can't handle
like
social media
so far. It's just, I had such an exhausting process having
not
this
to
small
where they
chat
get the
and
outcomes that they
person.
want, and then they're pointing fingers elsewhere.
I don't know. 9 times out of 10, there's generally no chemistry. So it's just like, what do other people do? Like, how do you do this? Like, am I just
now women are finding out how hard it is to get a long-term relationship.
That's what you need to be asking yourself.
Okay, here's my rant for the day.
A relationship's a delicate thing, and how people play with it and try to commercialize it and romanticize it. It's more transactional than it is romance.
Now I realize it's asshole. If I did a Venn diagram with all these assholes in it that I've dated,
I stay away from women who drink a lot of coffee.
in the middle, in their little circle.
I know I drink a lot of Red Bull, but that's to do all this talking.
I'm just tired of it. I don't want to Snapchat you because I'm not 16, not 12.
I don't normally drink Red Bull like that. I don't want to be the only one
keeping the conversation going. I just don't get it. Like, where are the decent ones hiding? Because
if you have to ask this, you're not ready.
Is lots and lots of assholes.
Yeah.
Because like attracts like.
Exactly. You attract what you are. I agree.
Tinder, I've done Hinge. I've done trying to meet boys organically in bars.
But I would agree. There's a lot of toxic women, because just looking at what you guys subscribe to,
yeah, I want a relationship.
all these programs are a reflection of what you guys subscribe to and what you guys are into. So they're just mirroring back what you guys are. So men don't even really watch these programs anymore. It's mostly women.
I've seriously fucking had enough.
The Insecures.
I'm gonna be single for the rest of my life, and
Euphoria.
I can't do that.
I watched a couple of them shows.
I've
garbage,
even
nothing
lowered my
but garbage.
standard in looks, because I'm like, the good looking ones are not working out for me, so let's go for some people that I wouldn't normally go for, and it's still not fucking working.
You are fake news.
I don't know.
It is
I
you.
don't think so. I pay half on the
I
date.
know
I
it
offered
is.
to pay the whole bill.
And that'd have been the only
loyal
bill
as
she
fuck.
paid.
I'm fucking funny.
Stop lying to yourself.
A lot of these women just want a relationship.
So many women.
A lot of these women just want a relationship just to have one. They have no interest in trying to develop the relationship into something or building something or getting into routine. Women just want the lifestyle and the excitement, the feels, the vibes. Those are key indicators of a woman who is not ready for a serious relationship, and that's the byproduct of, I would call, toxic femininity, which is third wave feminism. To me, it goes hand in hand. They're cousins, they're sisters. Let's see what she's talking about. Nah, shit. Probably get a commercial.
I know that I'm usually right about everything, but
Hell
maybe
no.
for once, all the men in my life were right, and I was wrong. Men always say good guys finish last. All my guy friends used to say stuff like that to me, and I thought it's because they were hitting on me, and yeah, they probably were, but they weren't wrong. I've dated the buff, 6'2", gym rat models, and I am always disappointed. All the while leaving my great guy friends in the dust. Now I'm dating this guy from my friend zone. He's 5'10", blonde, loves Marvel movies and Xbox, and I could not be happier. My boyfriend is the hottest person alive. Stop messing around with all those idiots. Get you a sexy little nerd.
Let's all start clapping.
I want to talk about what I wish I'd known as a teenager about slut shaming and sexual liberation, because that's a huge topic.
Doesn't matter.
I'm 23 and I've been through a lot of trauma because I've been brainwashed by Tumblr era second wave feminism promoting sexual promiscuity. A lot of women and girls on TikTok will be like, oh hell yeah, be a slut, go have fun, but they fail to acknowledge that men benefit from young impressionable girls being fed this myth of being a slut and having
And they
fun.
learn too late, and then it's over from there. It's over from there. There's nothing you could do about it, unfortunately. Let's see.
I returned to online dating this week. I go off online dating a lot
Oh, let's see what she's talking about. Let's bring it back.
because I hate online dating. It's horrible. But I matched the other night with 7 people on Bumble, which is like, that's a lot of people to match with in just like a 10-minute
wanting the
like
same
swipe
outcomes
session.
as
And I crafted a message, a
men.
funny message based off every single one of these people's
exploring
bios.
every opportunity
and only one of
to
them
achieve those
messaged me
outcomes,
back.
but then wondering
How do people date?
why you can't end up
Why
with
am I dating
everything
still?
that you
I have a dog.
desire.
Do I
They
need
want
much
to be
more?
gods, honestly. I don't know. They want it all.
Avoid me, if no be marriage.
But one thing Jesus said is it's very difficult for rich men to get into heaven. So
Okay, I'm tired of dating.
it's a very
Enough of
difficult
all this,
thing.
baby come over, baby come over.
I honestly think that the nice guys are worse than the blatant asshole guys. I say this because the nice guy elicits feelings from you that feel genuine and real, and you feel like, oh, he's
They don't listen to men
he's
until
being
it's too
direct,
late.
he's being kind, he's opening the door for me, he's like walking me to the door, he's being polite. I think I already said that. Whatever. You think he's all these good things. And then just when you're starting to feel something and feel like it could be really real, and like maybe you actually did find somebody that's like not like all of the asshole guys out there, he hits you in the face with this, oh, actually I am a giant asshole, I'm just better at hiding it than the rest of the guys you talk to. And then you feel like such a fool. And I actually liked this person I'm speaking about. Clearly, I'm enraged about a particular situation. This person, I actually liked him because I thought to myself, and I told my best friend and my sister, like, he's just different. Like, he's not the same kind of like asshole, like emotionally unavailable guy I usually go for. False. Fucking false.
So what you're saying is everything is society's fault and we as individuals never need to take responsibility for it.
No accountability. That's what third wave feminism is, and I see a lot of them in the streets pointing the fingers, placing the blame, but yet wanting government assistance. It's like you're blaming the government, but then asking the government for assistance. I don't understand. It's so much hypocrisy in third wave feminism. I just stay away from it. Anyone who claims to still be a feminist today, where I believe women have equal rights, and from the scoreboard, it appears to me that women have equal rights. So anything that you guys are in the streets mobilizing over today is kind of overkill. I'm not saying there aren't bad things that happen to women, but if you're in Western society, civilization, where you guys have every freedom that you can think of, if anything, you guys have privileges over here from a social standpoint. From a social setting, women have privileges. They definitely have the influence of public opinion, and they have the influence of social opinion. So women can say anything especially in regards to a man's actions. They can shame him, accuse him, blame him, and she will have the support of public opinion or social opinion and social influence. So with that being said, women have a lot of power today from a social and political standpoint. Legislation caters to them too. Political rhetoric kind of, for the most part, caters to women now because they're majority voters. I'm not saying there's a problem with it, but you got to look at who's producing at the end of the day, who's keeping the lights on. And that's a whole nother video. I mean, women will argue that they're in infrastructure, but it's kind of getting to a point now where there's a little bit of lacking in gratitude. And I see a lot of ungrateful women. I mean, there's some out there, but there's also some chameleons too who are pretending to be grateful because they see where this is heading. Men, I just implore men to, I mean, it's not a diss towards women, or we don't hate women or anything like that, but you just got to be careful. And if you're going to have a woman in your life, make sure that you vet her and let time do the talking, because a lot of these women need therapy. Especially the ones I try to talk to, and it's starting to become, I just noticed the patterns. I think that's why people hate stats. Everybody's like, oh, I hate statistics, or because most of us were statistics and we made dumbass decisions to become a statistic, and we ignore patterns in our lives, harmful patterns that have us end up in these stressful events that create long-term anxiety and depression. So it's a lot of turning the blind eye and ignoring the decisions we make that create these consequences of our actions, that create these traumas, and then we stubbornly behave in such a manner that regurgitates these events, and then it creates like this cycle of events. And I'm not saying it's only women, but I'm starting to see that it's overwhelmingly majority number of women that need psychological help, and they're using TikTok and other social media platforms as outlets. It's kind of crazy now. Crazy. There's other videos out that I want to pull up. One moment. Ooh. Let me pull up another video. Is that what I want to do? Sorry, you guys. I don't have the window up. Got a fuck media source. There we go. Alright, so I got a string of videos that I want to show you guys.
Put a finger down, toxic girl edition. And be honest.
Let me make sure you guys
Put a finger down if you've ever texted someone, sorry, I fell asleep. Put a finger down if you have white toes. Put a finger down if you've been called crazy. Put a finger down if you've said his new girl doesn't look better than you. Put a finger down if you've looked through his phone while he's asleep. Put a finger down if you texted 2 or more men at once. Put a finger down if you've ever started a sentence with, I just find it funny how. Put a finger down if you've used him just for
We did it, y'all.
Put a finger down if you've ever
I had to focus on that
because you're mad at your man. Put a finger.
Hold on, I'll bring it back. I don't think y'all can hear it.
Put a finger down, toxic girl edition. And be honest. Put a finger down if you've ever texted someone, sorry, I fell asleep. Put a finger down if you have white toes.
So this is what we're dealing with in the dating market. If you're like a millennial or Gen Z, Gen Z dudes have no hope.
Put a finger down if you've looked through his phone while he's asleep. Put a finger down if you texted 2 or more men at once. Put a finger down if you've ever started a sentence with, I just find it funny.
Reindeer game.
Put a finger down if you've used him just for food.
Thirst
traps. Put a finger
traps.
down if you've ever entertained someone else because you're mad at your man. Put a finger down if more than one of your flings were at the same place.
You see that?
Put a finger down if you've ever messed with a DJ or promoter.
See?
Put a finger down if you've been accused of being manipulative.
This
Put
is
a
sad.
finger down if you've ever cheated. And put a finger down if you are living your best life, despite how terrible you are.
Yep, there and that's majority of women today. That's how they're moving, especially in the dating market, or have moved that way, and maybe are trying to turn over a new leaf. But most girls have been on that spectrum before and were convinced by their network of girlfriends to behave in such a manner. And now with media like this becoming mainstream on TikTok, kids could just open up their phone, which they got from their parents. This is just mainstream stuff now. This is just status quo in the dating market now. So you never know what you're gonna get when you go out on a date with a woman, but just know that she's got some shit up her sleeve due to content like this.
I'm not even gonna sugarcoat this shit. I blame you toxic bitches for why men are the way they are now. You ruined it for us good women because you done traumatized this man so badly that by the time he gets to a good woman who is not going to hurt him or put him through confusion or play games with him, he can't even fully appreciate the blessing that God single-handedly put in his life. He can't even trust his own judgment, so he ends up self-sabotaging that entire relationship with this good woman in front of him because of how badly you fucked this dude up. And he ends up hurting her. Now, don't get it twisted. I hold you men accountable. If you are still unhealed and you're still broken by the woman from your past, do not involve yourself with another woman. Don't do it. Because, baby, I can love you past your pain, but I cannot fix you. I can't fix something I didn't break. I'm not Bob the Builder, and I sure as hell am not God. I can't fill the piece that's broken within you. You have to do that within yourself. But still, women, we are supposed to be the prize. We are supposed to be the wives. Stop acting like trash and wonder why these men don't respect us.
Hell no. To the no, no, no.
Well, she'll be singing. I can tell she ain't got a man making videos like that. Let's see what we got next.
Cool, so if you know me, you know I'm all for the toxic girlies, so let me just put you lot on. I'm gonna put you lot on real quick. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into settings and we're gonna scroll down to accessibility, right there.
Is that right?
Once we're in settings and you know we've gone to accessibility, we're then going to go to touch, which is right there. Just wait on me girls, wait. Once we're in the touch, we're going to scroll down to core audio routing, I don't know, but that. Once we get there, you'll see this, auto answer calls. Of course, at first it's going to be off. You're going to go into
Third
that.
wave feminism.
Turn it on, choose how long you want to, you know, wait before the call is automatically answered. It can be 1 second, it can be 5 seconds,
of a third wave feminist.
And boom. Don't say I never gave you nothing.
Okay.
Third wave feminism is toxic femininity. I don't care how you slice it. Let's see what else we got. Did we play this one yet?
If you want to be toxic, here's a good texting tip. You want to degrade them while simultaneously stroking their masculine ego? Well, this one's for you. If you hit them up late at night and they don't respond, but then they ask you about it the next day, here's what you're going to say. Yeah, I'm sorry. If I'm going to be honest, I was hitting you up with really bad intentions, and honestly, I just wanted attention and was horny. Wouldn't want to disrespect you like that because you're a great person. I'd hate for you to think I was just using you for your body. Go forth and blossom, young ones.
Wow. And there, people just put out content like this on the regular. This is a normal thing.
But then my luck changed when she said,
I wanna be Kim K wannabe. Kim K wannabe. You see a bunch of girls that look like that. Yeah. Did we play this one? Oh yeah, we already played that one. But yeah, man, that's what we're up against right now. I wouldn't say against, but that's, and I have no advice because getting a passport.
I just left a dick appointment. That man kissed me on my forehead, handed me this chicken leg, and sent me on my way.
His finger looking good.
What are you doing? You're painting your nails with Primark nail polish in the street because you've arranged a D appointment.
Yeah.
You know what? Hats off to you.
Promiscuity is the focal point. I guess that's what they're fighting for, sexual liberation.
I'm going on a trip to get some fucking dick. Speeding down the road, I might be a hoe.
All too easy. So this is what a lot of men's daughters are doing out here. A lot of you men have led your women a lot of you men have led your daughters astray. You failed your daughters. I for sure don't want a daughter. But this is a byproduct of how it's affected families and long-term relationships. Well, we'll be back in his archives again. He has a lot of good content. Yeah, it's a lot of women that are confused. I think I remember this video.
Okay, so I'm going on a date. So the top, the pants, and the heels are all from Zara.
It's all lifestyle.
Jewelry is just random.
I got to wear all this stuff, and
right, let's see
we're
how
going
this goes.
here. She's got a course.
A few moments later.
Alright, but now I'm a little bit on the verge of crying.
Good, because you're on
Emotional.
one. Where do y'all, and they all learn this stuff from Sex in the City and content that they read, opinions that they get on social media. She learned to behave like this, to go out like that, to do her makeup like that.
I did not just get ready.
You did.
For no reason.
You did.
Yeah, you did.
So I did get a little emotional, but I wasn't crying over him. I was crying more so about the situation in general that I was put in. It did suck.
Oh God.
I am human, so it's okay to cry. It's okay to be sad sometimes. But I am turning 27.
Y'all crying on camera, social media for attention.
The last time I was in a relationship, I was in high school, so that doesn't really
That's some of the
count.
weirdest stuff I've seen on social media.
Goes through my mind when I'm
It lets
put
you
in a
know the
situation
mental
like that, and
state
that's
of
why I got a
Americans
little emotional.
anyway, because you only see that from
Hinge to meet new
our
people
population.
and just see where it goes, go with the flow. Well, obviously, the end goal here is like, I want to know what it feels like to be cared for. Like, I don't know what that feels like. I don't know what it feels like to be in a relationship.
The moment you are on the internet doing all this, just X yourself out of a relationship. Men are private creatures. So if if you're out on the internet doing this kind of shit, just X yourself out for a relationship, because it's not a good look, and it doesn't make your dating profile or your market value increase anymore. It doesn't make men feel sorry for you. It doesn't make them want to come. It'll make the men you don't want come and try to rescue you. That's what's gonna be the end result. When you go on the internet doing this kind of shit, it's the men you don't want that's gonna come.
Like birthday dinners with your significant other, or like vacations. I don't know what that stuff
Women
feels
out here
like.
living, acting ass backwards.
Go like through my mind.
Shout out to
like
Candace Owens.
within seconds, and that's why I started
I'm gonna
crying.
wrap this one up. She's a goofy.
I had work the
There's
next
a lot of
day,
goofy girls out
and
here.
usually I work from home, but I did have to go to the office, so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna stay in, put my PJs on, take my makeup off, and watch a movie. And
no, you need to look in the mirror and reflect, not the black mirror, an actual mirror, and look at yourself and be like, really assess your value. Because I know she's probably going after like dudes who are way out of her league. I know she is. She strikes me as that type.
$1 million question.
A lot of you girls be overextending.
I never
and
heard
the
from
dudes
him
you should be
ever
with
again.
are dudes
Like,
in your friend zone.
He ghosted me. So it is what it is. Wasn't meant to be.
Yeah, you got that right.
Real men of genius.
Well, yeah, we're gonna wrap that up. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. It's your boy Trey Donovan. Hopefully you guys learned something. If not, I did not do my job at all, but I will be back. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. I'm still struggling right now. I will be dropping another video today, but I'm gonna keep that topic a secret. I'll be dropping the video soon, letting you know why I started this channel and a little bit of who I am. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about third wave feminism. Do you think it's finally coming to an end? Do you think women are backpedaling a little bit, or do you think it's still going strong? Do you think that we're a little paranoid that it's not that bad, or that we're just being misogynistic assholes that don't want women to succeed? I mean, I know I've helped a lot of women. I know I've helped a lot of women in business, financially. So no matter what I say, I can truly say that I've helped specifically women with free knowledge, anything. So, but with that being said, I think a majority of y'all are out of order, and especially your lack of regard and gratitude towards the men who laid down this infrastructure and made life so easy for you. But yeah, y'all will see eventually, because a lot of y'all's time's coming. With inflation, and especially in the States, a lot of y'all, it's TikTok for y'all, man. It's TikTok for a lot of y'all. Even for me, shit. But hit that comment section, share the video if you learn something, think someone else can learn from this reaction video. But God bless y'all. Y'all be safe out there. Thank you for watching. Hit the subscribe button. Peace.
Trey High Def.